Hey, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. Inside Scots Sports, new episode. That's me, a student athlete, interviewing other student athletes and faculty on campus. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to Inside Scots Sports, sponsored by Mid-Michigan Health, the exclusive healthcare sponsor of Alma College Athletics. Today we have a member from the bowling team, Emily Zalenko. Emily, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. So, what brought you to Alma College?
Honestly, bowling did. That sparked my interest in the college, and then everything else just kind of fell into place for me. So
that's great. So, what would you say that you love most about Alma College now, being here on campus and for a couple of years?
I'd say I love the relationships with the professors. I know a lot of my professors really well, and I have really good relationships with them. So that's awesome.
It's definitely what Alma's known for. What was your first thing to do on campus? What's your favorite thing to do on campus, given the circumstances?
Honestly, me and my roommates love to watch scary movies, so we just have nights in and just hang out together. So,
is there a favorite scary movie you have?
No, not necessarily. I like more of the mystery kind, and not the gory ones.
Yeah. So when did you first start bowling for competition?
I started bowling for competition in high school, but I bowled on a fun league when I was a kid. So.
What would you say sparked your interest in bowling then at a younger age?
Definitely my parents. They both bowled for as long as I can remember. They were never any good, but they loved it. So.
Not nearly as good as you.
No.
So going off of that, you told me that your highest bowl for a game is a 298, which is absolutely electric. Tell me a little bit more about this game.
It wasn't anything it wasn't in competition or anything, unfortunately. It was just at practice one day, and it was so fun because my whole team stopped practicing to watch. And then I split in the last frame to get the 298, so it was a disappointment, but it was fun.
Being someone that gets excited when they get over 100, that's just insane. So you communicated that your teammates are your best friends, you told me. So how do you think having this great support system has made your time at Alma College better?
I think that without them, I would not know what to do with myself. They are the people I go to every meal with. I'm with them all the time. I live with one of them. I adore them so much. And even when it comes to classes and stuff, we are such a diverse group of girls that if you need something for any class, somebody's taking it. And so that's really helpful for everybody on the team.
That's awesome. So I hear that you have many pets. Can you tell me a little bit more about your diverse pets?
Yes, I have 5 little mice. 3 of them I actually rescued from here because they were going to be snake food, and I told Mr. Bishop that that's not going to happen. So I took them home last year, and then I got 2 more babies this year. And then I have a cat at home named Macy, who I also rescued when she was a kitten. And then I have a fish tank as well.
I can't imagine the mice and the cat get along pretty well, or?
My cat doesn't care. I've put him in her face, and they don't even act like they're with each other.
Surprising.
I know, it's crazy.
So going off of your pets, would you see that there's this direct relationship between your love for pets and now your pre-vet focus?
Absolutely. I've been around animals my entire life. I did fostering when I was little with my mom, and we did wildlife rescue and all kinds of stuff. So I've always had a love for animals, and I want to have all of them to myself. So that's definitely where that comes from.
What would you say one thing is that you're looking forward to most in your profession?
Just the joy of owners when their animal recovers from something. I work in an emergency vet right now, and like people just are so thankful and like happy to have their pet back. That just makes my heart warm.
I love that. If you had to pick one coach out of all of athletics to survive on an island with, who would it be and why?
Honestly, I don't know a lot of the coaches on campus, so I'm gonna go with mine. Our JV coach, Jeff. He's pretty innovative and smart, so that might be a good choice.
Can help you out. And then going off of that, if you had to pick one hobby outside of your sport that you could see your coach doing, what would it be and why?
I would say probably like, I know this sounds weird, but he has 2 baby girls, so like he'd probably like get into like knitting or crocheting or something like that. That's the best I got.
So now, finishing with animals as well, if you could be any animal, which is probably hard to narrow them all down, if you could be any animal in the world, what animal would you be and why?
I'd probably want to be a cow, to be honest. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like they're my favorite animal and they're just so cute. But they also have like a really interesting like biology about them, so I find that really interesting. And who doesn't like cows, you know?
They're definitely cool to look at. So we're going to finish here with a speed round. We'll see how many questions you can answer in a minute. Just very fun.
Okay.
So we'll get a minute on the clock. And are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite midnight snack?
Goldfish.
Favorite breakfast food?
Pancakes.
Favorite drink?
Peach tea.
Favorite TV show?
Grey's Anatomy.
Fall or spring?
Spring.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Hot dog or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Pens or pencils?
Pens.
Do you snore?
No.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
Favorite number?
3.
Cake or pie?
Ooh, pie.
Brownies or cookies?
Cookies.
Favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas.
Texting or FaceTiming?
Depends on who it's with, I guess.
Drawing or painting?
Painting.
Water or Gatorade?
Water.
Can you say a word in Spanish?
Hola.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Big dogs or small dogs?
Big.
Paper or plastic?
Paper?
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being on the show, Emily.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching another episode of Inside Scots Sports. Tune in next week for another episode. And make sure to stay positive and test negative.